Hello, hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Can you see us or hear us?
Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful weekend, wonderful day. Here in Odessa, the weather is absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like it's the first day, even though it's still spring, it actually feels like summer, isn't it? I woke up, it was like 6 a.m. and it was hot because obviously the heaters are still running here. And it was hot, the sky's been...
Actually, it's not, they turn it on and first.
What? It was hot.
We're
here. We don't need to be watching the video. But yeah, the weather has been absolutely amazing. Like it was, well, I wanted to go to the beach today, but I was too busy. But Luba, she went to the beach, didn't you? You had a good day. Good for you. I stayed inside working, doing things.
Somebody need to take care of business.
Yes. Dave, you had snow this afternoon. Oh.
Yeah, you know, I've seen it like in Istanbul, my friend went, and it was like 2 days ago, it was completely summer, and yesterday was like a snowstorm. I don't know what's going on.
Wow. Okay. Hey, Lonnie. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Can you hear us and see us well?
We, of course, had problems with cameras, computers, Wi-Fi beforehand, didn't we? So we just thought, stuff it. We'll just open the laptop and do it off this. So hopefully you can hear us okay. If you can hear, if you can't hear us, let us know. That would be good. Although if you couldn't hear us, you wouldn't have heard what I just said.
Yeah.
It's like sending an email to someone and saying, let me know if you don't get this.
All good. Okay, so
Cool.
Lindy said that video and sound is very good. Guys, thank you so much for everybody who joined our Telegram community. Oh, my video didn't post. So we're just posting there some videos from the tours, from our daily life, from our experience and adventures. So if you are not subscribed to the Telegram channel yet, so please do it. How to do it? Do you know how to do it? Is there anybody who is not in Telegram yet?
If you guys, if you're wondering about, so when we started the Telegram group, we didn't really know what to post here, did we? We were like, let's post some news, let's post whatever. But it's actually the way that it's kind of, the path that it's kind of gone. We still post things that we see that are important. But Luba does her like vlogging style videos when she is away with clients. We don't show our clients, of course, but what they're doing. So it kind of takes you along the tour with them as well. So you can see what actually goes on there. And it's not just your basic kind of tour where it's...
just keep talking.
Where it's, you know, dating, and then asking guys, what are your date? Well, how's your date? It's about the whole journey, you know. It's about going to the markets. It's about buying something strange. It's about eating some unusual food. All the dating is going on in the background. So, but if you really want to know sort of what goes on, definitely join that Telegram group. It's interesting. But you do have some requirements, right? You need the guys to use their name and photo. Yeah,
guys, I deleting some guys who has no name or no picture at all. So I don't want to have the guys who have like a cat picture there. I mean, I respect if it is your cat, but I want to see the real people, because we're posting there like the places that we are visiting, where we are, what we're doing. So I want to feel close. Like this community probably won't be as big as the YouTube channel, but at the same time, I would like to be able to post and send that, yes, it's kind of like my friends watching. We try hard. Like, you know, I try to record all the interesting, like a lot of guys been asking about catacombs. By the way, catacombs are under Odessa, so it is in Odessa, and the guys who are coming for Hard Rocket Tour, we're taking them on this journey if they want. And so Odessa is like completely built on catacombs. So we have like layers and layers of catacombs, hundreds of kilometers. So some of them have maps, and so that's why it's possible to go.
You're answering that question there, aren't you? Yeah.
So I just put the link to the Telegram channel.
But they can't cut and paste that. They're gonna have to like remember every single character.
Okay, so under this video,
in the comments, there's the Telegram URL, but you need to download Telegram. A lot of people are getting confused. download Telegram, click on the link, it'll take you to the group. It's the same as like Facebook. Download Facebook, click on it, and then you'll get to that. But anyway, okay, so what are we talking about today?
Just 1 second, Henry. Did I delete it, or was your letter like a G instead of anything, instead of name or anything? So there was a guy who has like just a dot. There was no picture and just a dot instead of his name. I can't keep the person like that. Or there was a guy who had like only G dot. Like I just can't. So Henry, if it was you, because before I delete, I usually message directly to the person and I say, can you please like put your name? So I try to do it respectfully. But if you don't have the name, I just can't keep you there. And
we had, the reason is it's like we had, I mean, what we post in there is it's kind of private. It's maybe some information that's we wouldn't never put on the channel, or we definitely wouldn't put on the channel. And then we've had a couple of like, I don't know, other people that, you know, we don't, you know, that are trying to like, you know, trying to take what we have and then use it for themselves, you know. So we had to kick them out, of course. So we're very careful about it, you know. So it's like,
but
you know,
the guy who was number 100 on our Telegram channel got a free call with us. He is going to, I see. So we're going to have a call with him next week. And the guy who will be number 200, I also would like to offer a free 30-minute strategy call. So it's 54 guys left. Maybe today, maybe on this video, we're gonna have it. I know you don't like such kind of things, but it's like this Telegram is like, it's because Striker always editing the videos and doing all this like major stuff for our job, like according to YouTube. And so this is like my little project, and you know, these videos, I was 97. And so, yeah, enough about that. So below, under this video, there will be a link. Before you click to this link, do not tell us that, you know, the link is expired or anything. Please download the Telegram app and then click the link and you will join. Or under any of other videos, there is a link. You can do it even right now. So if by the end of this video, there are going to be 200 subscribers, we will offer a free call to a guy number 200. So today's video, thank you. You see, like guys say that Telegram is very useful. You know, we try. I think
it is.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because like we show the reality. We don't like, it's not glamorous videos. It's not like well edited. Maybe sometimes.
I think you're doing a good job. Like I think you're doing a very good job. She's learning how to edit the videos on the fly, which is, I can imagine, is difficult. I get to sit in front of a computer screen and yeah, don't worry with it. But
Aloni said something about my earrings. I take the first part, but I'm very worried because I don't understand what the second part means. Is it the same what you said?
No, but I also got shit for this just before because I didn't notice them because I was busy, like trying to get the camera and the lights and everything set up. And she said, "Can you look at my earrings?" And you said, "I'm surprised that you don't make fun that they're like some kind of a thing off a curtain." And I said, "They look like I should take them to go fishing with because they look like fishing flies."
What one is that?
Anyway.
Dangle tassels.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Show us things nobody else is doing. Yeah. I mean, it's different. So every time, like today, I went for a walk near this like wall with all the famous art, and I think it's very unique and interesting. So one guy was commenting about this tomato soup can. So it's kind of interesting. So thank you for the guys who subscribed. I see that already a couple of guys edit right now. So I'm very grateful for that. And today's video is basically, we would like to answer some of your questions, and we would like to share with you our experience from the tours that we did in March.
And also we're going to talk about some of the current affairs that is going on at the moment, such as COVID lockdowns, and also what's going down with Russia. Well, all we can talk about is our views on it, you know, based on what we know, but feel free to do your own research. We are not investigative journalists, but we can give you our thoughts on it anyway. So where do we start?
Yeah, I want to start from the 1st of March. I want to go back.
Okay.
How you
we can
like,
yeah, I can't. Yeah, the squiggly lines here.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for the commenting and complimenting our Telegram channel because
look what Lonnie says. Sometimes you should video in landscape mode. Me and you, Lonnie, are on the same page with this landscape.
What is odd? Like this?
Like this.
You really think, because I was like, I thought that it's easier when you look on your phone and you just do videos like that. And so you watch them. But Striker told me to do that like this.
Well, the reason is because I can't use landscape in any sort of video ever.
But will you turn your phone? I just like when I watch the video, for me, like I see the full screen.
Anyway, thanks a lot for that. Now we're going to have it. Now we're going to have a fight.
Yes. So at the beginning of March, we had a guy who came. Just 1 second. Yesterday, so it's nice. First of March, we had a guy who came, and everything was great. We started our tour. Everything went very smooth. We went to Dnipro, we went to Kiev. It was, everything was open, and I was so excited because we have another clients like coming on 17, 18, 19th of March. So there's no like any rule or order how we do the tours. Like it just depends on the guys, depends on the schedule, depends on many things. So we go to different cities. But it happened that these 2 trips was like Dnipro and Kiev. Just one trip was like Kiev, Dnipro, and another trip was Dnipro, Kiev. So we went there by train. So we decided to take a first class cab, like car, right? On a train. Cabin, yeah. So for the guys, it was like an experience. The train was good. It was not hot, it was not cold. It was different, of course. They were laughing and, it was like making different funny sounds and noises, but we always have a good time. We have our like meeting there. So we talk a little bit about a trip because it was for both of these guys. It was first trip to Ukraine. They know nothing about Ukraine except the videos that they've been watching on our channel, on other channels, and doing our course and doing some research. So we start our Russian there. They really like it. They start talking to the girl on the train. So it was kind of cute. But it's overnight train, so 8 o'clock we already we arrived in Dnipro, and everything were perfect. Like we stayed in a nice hotel, there was not many people. We went on the dates, different restaurants. We went to escape room that was running from Alcatraz.
Oh, escape from
Alcatraz. Like we have an awesome time because the guys brought their dates. It was funny. And then we have to go to Kiev. We fly into the Kiev, and it was really like the light was off. So I told you on the other video that I was going to do an experiment. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I said that it would be either incredible experience or it would be complete.
But it was because there was a lockdown.
Yes,
and you had to like think on your feet.
So that's about Kiev, like I kind of already knew, but I really can't imagine like that it would be really they will close the whole city when in one spot there's like thousands of people, and there's like, if you see the video on Telegram, there's like they're burning their dolls, and there's like 500 people staying in 1 square meter without mask, and then the other day they just shut down everything. So I can't believe in that, but I already kind of like we were ready for that. So I decided to take a chance and do something different. And I thought it would be either incredible idea or complete fuck up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I will tell you, my idea was not a good idea. Even though idea was good, right?
The concept was brilliant.
Concept was brilliant. And the most interesting is that agency were supportive. Mm-hmm. Ladies were supportive. Mm-hmm. And I thought that, wow, like it just like, I just won the lottery like with my idea. So my idea was to stay in apartments. Like I stay in the 4 apartments, me, 2 other clients, and Maria, in the same building. On internet, it's something about like apartments. When we talk about like should you stay in an apartment or stay at the hotel. So I booked the hotel. I didn't pay for the hotel, but I booked it, and I was going to unbook it, take off my reservation because I thought it's not nice. I already paid for apartments, and I just like keep 4 rooms at the hotel. But something was keeping me from that. So I hold the hotel, and I still have a reservation at the hotel, and we came to the apartment. We came to the apartment, perfect location, everything, but it was a nightmare. Like even though apartments were expensive, it was more expensive than the hotel with breakfast, and so it was, I was shocked. Honestly, like I was like shaking. I can't show it to the guys now. If they're watching, they're probably surprised because Maria said like, Lyubachka, you didn't even like, your face didn't like move even a little bit. I was absolutely like upset. I didn't know what to do. I knew what I would do. For us, our clients, always the priority. Even we lost money on apartment, I just they were waiting for me on the first floor, and I decided to have a look at the apartments. I think I didn't tell you all this.
No, you did tell me some.
Yeah, so I will briefly tell. I don't know how interesting is that or no, but we went to apartments. One apartment smelled like smoke, even though like nice, very nice apartment. Very tiny elevator. It was not made even for one person with a little bag. It's just like so small. And I'm telling you, it's a city center. It's a great location, expensive apartments, good company. I won't say the name, it doesn't really matter, but of course, like I would not recommend it to our clients. So the guy were staying there, and I say, like, they was waiting downstairs. I checked all 4 apartments. They have a nice view, everything, but something not felt right. So my idea was to have a date there, to bring the ladies, make some food, the guys can make a breakfast, or they can cook something, and the lady will bring something. We will meet with Maria. So I thought it would be fun, right? Like it should be like brilliant. And for me, the most important and the most incredible, it was that the ladies were not like, no, I'm not going to come to it. Everybody knew that we're staying in an apartment. Everybody knew that we're going to stay there. So hotel that I booked was across the street. So I said, guys, we're taking our luggage and we move. And they say, where? I said, we are going on some adventure. So I was like trying to pretend that everything is super awesome, that everything is great and everything is like easy. So went to the hotel, and it was a lot of people there. And if you know about this global service, like these little bikes that are bringing food, it was like, I don't know, maybe 15 of these guys were waiting for the guys to get out of the hotel to pick up the food, because it is a full lockdown. So all the restaurants, everything were closed.
Glover is like Uber Eats, but on bicycles, basically.
Yeah, and so we decided to stay at the apartment. At the hotel. We stay on the same floor, and when we went, like one of our guys, like knocking my door, like, and has a shocking face, like really like shocked, and he said, "Luba, I have a question." And I thought, wow, maybe there's like some dead body in his room. Like, I don't know. His face was like priceless. And I was like, whew, like what happened? I said, like, what happened here? What's up? And he said, and like these rooms, the apartment, the hotel where we stayed, like a very comfortable, like giant bed. But the rooms itself, they're like, they have nice tables near the window, but it's not like, it's not like a conference room, or not like a living room where you can have a date. And he came to me and said, like, Luba, how will we have a date in this room? So they didn't, like, because I told them that the dates will be in our accommodation area. So I said, and I felt like so bad, because I didn't even tell them, like, I just took them from there, and so basically we stayed in this hotel, and the hotel has a very nice lobby, a very nice, like, dining area that was closed for the COVID. And basically most of our dates were there, Striker. And guess what? It was so good, because the ladies really, like, the lockdown, the COVID, it changed people. Can you see that? Like in every communication, like everything that we do, like people are more willing to, like, they kind of like stuck to people. They kind of like, the ladies were so much happy to see the guy, and it was so well arranged, and so they were happy to come just to this lobby and just drink tea, or we were ordering this food and we were serving the table, like right there, right then, and they didn't care about like fancy sushi or some seafood salad or some expensive restaurant or exactly the restaurant that they want. They just was happy to meet the guy with whom they either been in touch by the rocket match if they speak English, or they were just happy to be with the person, like to be one-on-one with somebody real. And so, from one hand, yes, my idea about the apartment and cooking and stuff didn't go that well, because these apartments were just like, they were comfortable, maybe if I would show them to the guys, they would say, Luba, it's fine, but something didn't felt right. I didn't. So I played it like the best way for our guys. And so experience that we have at this hotel was priceless. Like, it really was very, very good. But there were some dates that we really want to do something special. So we did a lot of walking, and all the guys who are doing our tours, they know that I'm crazy about walking, and we can walk like 12, 15, 20 kilometers a day. We went to different places. If you're following the channel, you've seen that we went to this village, and some of the restaurants were open for us hiddenly. We're not going to say the names. I don't think that it is safe for the business, but of course, like, if you're with us, like, we're going to get. So I think that, yes, it's a lockdown. It is sad, and people are like, there's nothing to do with people, Striker, right? like people are willing to go out and have fun. It's like they just like government just closed their business, government just closed their.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a real touchy topic, this one, because how do we talk about this? So it's like we're not here to tell you what to do, because if we say you should stay home, on this side of the fence, people are going to say that you're letting the pandemic and the hype and all the stuff around it control your life. And if you do it the other way, people are going to say you're reckless and you're endangering your own life or other people's lives, right? So the way that I look at it, you know, and I think I spend a lot of time thinking about it. Luba and I talk about it as well.
It's funny.
I bet he's in here too, watching us.
I don't know what.
I bet he's in here. It's one of our clients. But well, actually, that kind of ties in together as well. So we believe, do you, okay? You do what you want to do, right? Because at the end of the day, who cares what anybody else thinks? Like, it depends on how you think about this whole pandemic. If you think that you go outside, you're endangering other people because it can be passed on to you and you can pass it on to someone else, then stay inside, okay? But if you think that this is something that's like stifling businesses, you know, people are having a whole bunch of other issues that are not related to COVID, or not directly related to COVID. Well, no, actually, I should say directly related to COVID, but other issues such as depression and all that stuff. Well, then you'll go out, and no one can tell you any differently. So it's not our job to convince you where you should stand on this matter. We have our own opinions, but those are our opinions. So if you decide that you, like, for example, our client just decided to call us in the middle of a live video, but he's a very good example, right? So he's here at the moment. Now we're in Odessa. It's on supposed lockdown. He's in Dnipro, which is not that far away, which is fully 100% open.
We just arranged some dates for him there, and he just went there.
So he went there. So, and he's here for a little bit longer than most guys are for, I guess we could say that. But his attitude is, I'm here, I'm going to get into it, I'm going to have a good time, nothing's going to stop me. And so he's now dating ladies over in Dnipro, which is fully open, which is kind of weird. It's like somebody asked me the other day, why is Dnipro open and Odessa is not? And I said, because it's supposed to be confusing, I think. I don't know. It just adds to the mystery.
And, you know, like, honestly, it's all part of something like that we don't know what. Because, like, I was thinking, like, we have a tour soon. And I thought that, you know, probably we'll go to Dnipro and we have a very good partners in Zaporozhye. So I messaged them today and they say, what about you? So it's just 2 hours from Dnipro. Why not to go there? And they say, no, it's like... you know, it's like they close for you know, for the red zone since Friday. She said, even though it's the numbers not changed, nothing not changed, she said, we don't know what's happening. So businesses, like in Odessa, was a very strange but very funny comment, kind of funny. So a lot of the restaurants are still open. If you come to the city center, everything, like, you know, for me, it's sad because I was driving and it was kind of like, it was not very sunny. So everything is very dark, everything is closed, and everywhere is black curtains. Strike your luck.
Were you driving at night or in the daytime?
No, it was daytime, but everything, what I said, like, it was not a very like shiny weather. So it was kind of dark itself, like the mood was dark. And all these restaurants, they have like these black curtains, like covered. And then guess what? Guess why they cover it with the curtains? It's because they're working inside. And now a mayor, like our leader of the city, he said, I can't, it's kind of like silly, but he said, I understand that you're working. There's nothing I can do to stop you working, because they put fines. They like, I mean, I don't know how they negotiated, but he said, but at least if you're working, like, keep the social distance inside the restaurant. Like, really, like.
Yeah, you can't, you know, a lot of people kind of frown on the fact that they're still working, but they have a mentality that is so different from United States, you know. So here, even the people, I guess, like the politicians, they know that they're going to work. They know that they have to work, but there's some pressure from above, from the heavens above, that says, hey, look, you need to, like, we need to look good, okay? We need to look like we're putting this shit on lockdown. We need to look like we're in control, not the people are in control. We need to at least look like that. So can we just put something out in the news that says it's on lockdown, officially on lockdown, it's official information, and you guys just kind of go along with it, right? But they fully like. I mean, if they wanted to like bust these businesses being open, all they have to do is like drive to the city and go to any business with black paper in the window, and go, oh, this
Yeah,
one,
they
this is
want-
one,
yeah.
this is one. Like it's no one. They're not. The black paper in the window is not fooling anyone. In
But-
fact, if anything, it's a sign. It's almost like an open sign.
We're open, yeah.
It's like
But it's
we're
so
open.
sad.
Just
But everything. But the worst part is that really like very cool restaurants, like in Ukraine, if you've been, you know that it is a big culture. Like even like every owner of the restaurant, he really like make it so beautiful. You know, even like the toilets, like everybody taking selfies in the toilets because like every toilet, do you know that? Like it's
why
nice.
would I know that?
Because you've been there.
Well, I don't take selfies in the toilet.
But
Well, not in the restaurants. Here, like here,
in your toilet.
of course. I mean, yes.
Are you taking selfies in the toilet? So anyway, like
Comment down below.
very important information. Put yes or no. So no, but it's beautiful. Like it's really like every like walls and stuff. And I've been walking. We've been walking together, and so there's like a lot of businesses actually put the sign like rent. So they really run out. How to say that? They really stop running. Like they just close their business. This is shocking. I know some
Yeah.
of the restaurant. Like there is a museum of catacombs. That was my favorite place. Like really like. I took every single guy like for 11 years, like it was not open 11 years ago, but I mean maybe 5 years. I was taking all. I didn't take you. No, you haven't been.
Oh,
Catacombs.
obviously not.
So yes, very cool museum of catacombs and smugglers. You know everything about contraband, about like how they're hiding stuff, how they was like putting it in a like Striker was impressed. I showed him picture like a car door, and inside like it's stuffed with the cigarettes. So they was taking it from Ukraine to Poland. It was incredible. Imagine like the city just increased the price for rent for him during the pandemic. So the guy, he just said like, I just can't do it. Like the museum costs 50 hryvnias or 70, like $2.
Yeah.
So he can't have it. And they not support him. Like I'm shocked. I was messaging this guy on Facebook and he kind of like really in depression. I was very, very, very upset about that. But it is the reality that yes, some businesses that are stronger, I don't know, they have whatever you want to call that. They can stay open, but some of the restaurants really closed forever.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's here's the thing, right? So the airports are not closed, right? And they say that they're not going to close them. Whether they do, whether they don't, we don't know, right? So we sometimes hear things a little bit in advance because we actually know someone who works kind of high up with the government and large companies, and he'll tell us things like with trade deals and things like that are going through, or if they've been halted and they'll go through later. So from what we kind of know, it's probably going to look, when it's fully open, I guess, if we want to call it that, probably around about May, somewhere between May and in May, we'll say that. So they're saying around the 10th of May that they're not ruling out lockdowns till the 10th of May. So this is information that's on the internet at the moment. So the way it kind of goes, if you guys haven't noticed, is that they do 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and then like maybe a year later they say that maybe things are going a little bit better. So the way that we look at it, okay, basically assess the situation for yourself. Get a vaccine if that's what you want to do. Do the COVID test and come in. The airports are not closed. If it was that bad, like if it was like if people are, the airports would be closed and everybody would be in their storm bunkers underground. Okay, so.
But I want to say another thing. I want to say that during this trip to Kyiv, honestly, I've been in Kyiv hundreds of times, but I've been in such location that I never been, because ladies, they were willing to walk. Now the spring is coming, summer is coming, the weather is incredible. Everybody adore walking. In Dnipro, this is like the nicest, like long, very like good quality walk, I would say, like very beautiful river walk. Then there's like you river walk, and then there's like a cable cars, and then there's like island, there's like a waterfall, there's on this side it's a park. In Kyiv, I went to this Vozdvizhenka that I haven't been before, and it just like new. And to be honest, like I felt like I just like try not to think that I'm in Kyiv. I completely thought that I'm in Prague. I thought that I'm somewhere in Europe. So there's so many places to walk that like, and all ladies are willing to do that. Like I don't remember. Everybody is willing to do that. So according to the test, yes, now it's in your regulation that you have to come with a test. So you have to come to Ukraine with a negative test, even if you did vaccine or something. So you can do test here, but the new regulation that you have to show the insurance and you have to show the negative test. The second thing that you have to do, 48 hours before your departure, you need to do another COVID test and show the negative result. I guess not even in Ukraine, but show it in when you return home.
Yeah, so George says Texas is fully open. Texas sounds like probably the best place to live in the States. So odd what's going on with this pandemic. Okay, exactly. It's like in Odessa, it's supposedly on lockdown, but as we've just talked about, it's not really. But in Dnipro, it's fully open. There was Nikolaev, which is, if you guys know where Odessa is in Nikolaev, it's probably like an hour and a half, you think, driving?
From what?
Odessa to Nikolaev. Yeah. So Nikolaev was like red and it was on lockdown. This was a few weeks ago, but here it wasn't. It's like an hour and a half driving at a reasonable pace. So I don't know. I guess maybe the virus doesn't like the beach.
I'm recommending so I'm from US, so we can book flight to Ukraine. Yes, you can book the flight from Ukraine to Ukraine. And what's going on?
I think it's my mum.
No, it's not. I think it's. So yes, what I was going to say is that I recommend to get the Turkish Airlines, because from bigger cities like from Chicago, from New York, from Houston, you can fly Houston.
Here's when we got to just continue. Sorry.
Yeah, Houston to Istanbul, Odessa, Kiev, Kharkov, like many different cities. So very convenient, not expensive. Usually it's under $1,000, and it's good.
So we might as well just pepper in there some sort of helpful calls, some helpful questions. Sorry. So Mark says August of 2020, last year, 6-8 months ago. Was to find the lady who is having trouble financially. I think you mean that you found a lady that was having trouble financially. I found the lady who needed dental work, so I funded the dental procedure. I'm a little bit confused. It sounds like you were looking for a lady who needed some. No. I found a lady who needed dental work.
No, he found a lady and she needed dental work. But the worst.
Yeah, I understand.
But the worst message is here. Like, this is the worst message, Mark. To be honest, sorry, but I don't exactly remember how you look like, but I think that we should talk.
Have we spoken with Mark before?
No, he said that we did, but it's shocking what he's saying here.
During a 6-month relationship, she asked for more and more money. Sex was discussed. Why? And we were planning on talking and taking a trip to Lviv over the weekend where we would be sleeping together.
When on the planet people discuss that, let's go. Okay.
I understand.
No, you don't.
Believe me, I understand. So, Mark, I don't know if we've spoken to you before in the past. Have we? Have we spoken to you in the past? Because if we have, we need to speak with you again, and you need to do our course, and you need some guidance. This shit here is terrible. 6-month relationship. I'm guessing it's over thing. Why are you giving her money? Why are you discussing sex? Why are you buying her new teeth for $3,500? For $3,500, you can replace the entire structure of her skull. For $3,500 in Ukraine. Anyway, let's move on. Hopefully we've been some help. Okay. We finished talking about
discussing sex? Yes.
Oh, it didn't take long, did it? Never does.
She can chew the expensive meals. She asked for no.
If you guys want to ask some questions, ask some questions. Oh, we were talking about, have we finished talking about that, have we?
No, we just talk about, I was talking about that you can always walk and you can always enjoy your time. It's not about the restaurants. You will always find place to eat. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Just don't because I think that what is happening, if you're really scared of the COVID, if you're really, really scared of all that, of course you have to
stay home,
do vaccine, wait until there will be your time for vaccine. But if you're not, we're not telling oh, come to us. But honestly, what's the point of staying? What's the point?
you can't say that. You can't say we're not telling you to come to us at all. But really, what's the point in staying? You can't say that.
No, why? I mean,
because they need to come up with the option with the
option
decision.
is staying home or come. But I'm just saying.
Exactly.
No, but I'm just saying that. I'm laughing.
Oh no, I'm just laughing because it's so innocent and nice.
But
what I'm saying, yeah, but what Luba's saying is like, yeah, because we're trying not to give our point of view, right? Because if we do, someone's going to go, how dare you say that? You're going to kill everybody with your attitude. Then there's going to be the other side of people saying, look, you're an idiot. Why are you staying home? Like, no one, like if you're under the age of 55, the chances of living is 99.94%, whatever. Okay, so you do you. We do us, you do you. If you need help, that's it, right?
Yeah, but I think that, I was thinking about that, and we kind of was like back and forth with Rocket Match, right? I mean, just ideally in our ideas. But honestly, like I see such a result of the guys talking to legit English-speaking lady before he arrived. Like if you're planning to do it solo, I can't even explain, like I can't even describe how helpful is that. Because at the moment we have a guy with whom we talked, and he said a little bit sad things for me, because I know that during the pandemic now, and I think that we talk about this in one of our videos, that the correspondence on this website is just like it's just not just above average, it's like it's on a top. And for some time, all these websites were very down because guys start getting to know that, you shouldn't do the correspondence, it's scam, you should stop, and blah, blah, blah. And now it's like you're, woo, it's so up.
For the
letter writing, because
it's incredible.
Because guys are staying home, somebody lost their job, somebody lost, I don't know what, hope, believe in traveling. But and they just communicate.
Can I just say, and then continue, but like the guys that follow us, like once you've been shown the red pill, you're not going to go back and do letter writing, I don't think. Majority of. But I think that guys that have no idea about it are doing it. Yeah?
I was reading the message of Rodney and
what time is it? Holy shit. You know what I'm saying though, right? It's like, if like you guys that know that letter writing is fake, okay? We're not going to tiptoe around it. We've talked about it many times before. I don't think you guys are going to go and do it. You better not. Otherwise, we'll come and give you our own special vaccine.
I mean, sometimes I get very upset because, like, if the guys say that he's discussing sex with a woman after 6 months of communication, then I think that, maybe we don't, like, I take this personal.
But okay, look, if you were one of if you were our client, we would be talking about all of this stuff. You should never, ever be discussing sex. You should be putting her into a position.
What position?
Let me finish. You should be putting her.
But it's right advice for the guy.
I give up.
Sorry.
We're going through a pandemic here, and you're making things worse. But you should be putting her into a situation. No, not a situation. The situation should be right, okay? You've set the mood, everything is good, you've taken the leadership in this relationship, she's looking for you to lead. The moment that you start talking about sex, you're asking for permission to have sex, You are. So what do you think we should do when we go to Lviv? Shall we have sex? What's she going to say? I allow you to have sex with me. And he's like, yes. Okay, and
I will write about this.
And what position should we be in? And she'll say, well,
position,
situation.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. But please, there's so many things. Like, guys, please, just if you need our help, just give us a call. We can give you some advice.
Even if you have a vaccine, you still need to bring a negative test for now. What? Always okay. Probably something not good.
Can you still get a COVID even after having the vaccine? Well, I do have a PhD in I don't know if you can or you can't. This is the problem. This is the problem with this whole thing, is that no one knows. If you're asking us on a live stream on a Sunday night to talk about dating in Ukraine, whether or not you can still contract the COVID-19 after the vaccine, no one knows what's going on, really. you know. Da, da, da.
So Russian. We learn Russian, and then we get to Ukrainian.
Oh, it was a statement. Sorry, my bad. Can still get COVID even after. Oh, it was a statement.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. Thought it was a question.
Street pickup in Ukraine, yai or nai? Yai or nai? Nai. Or yai.
No, street pickup in Ukraine.
It depends what you mean. Like if you're watching one of the channels where the guys like pretend that he picking up the girls, like if you would listening to the Russian version of that, you would be very sorry for him.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm just saying, but like it depends. You know what you mean street pickup?
Look, street pickup. Look, like I have some pretty strong views on pickup artists, PUA, the whole, like a little part of it is respect, right? So when it comes to PUA, there's one thing that the PUA artists got like 10, 20 years ago.
What is PUA?
Like pickup artists.
Oh.
We're talking about pickup artists. I just abbreviated into
I was
PUA
worried
just to make things get a little, just to move things on a little bit.
I was just worried that it's again something like something I need to write down, like spank bank and stuff. Okay. This PUA.
Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time.
What is that?
PUA, pickup artist.
Pickup.
Pickup,
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the one thing that they got right is that their whole approach, everything about them was conveying value, right? And this is very important because everything when it comes to a woman is value. What is your value to her? But the problem with the pickup artist is that it got so twisted and it got so strange that it was, how can you portray value when you don't have value, right? And then it became to the point where, and went back in like 2 years ago, I was like, pickup artistry, this is so interesting. And the more I learned about it, the more I understood how ridiculous it is, right? You as a self-respecting man, a man on a mission, a man that's got shit to do, businesses, whatever he decides to do in life, is going to spend his time walking around the streets, portraying his value to women that he has never met before. AKA harassing women on the street. One out of so many might go, hey, this guy's interesting and I'm in the position in my life where maybe I'm open to it. But other than that, like walking around, did I just make a squeaking noise? But other than that, walking around, learning how to like, I won't say manipulate because it's not necessarily always manipulating, but trying to walk around, trying to portray a value that you may or may not have, and spending your time doing that. I just think it's a waste of time. I think that you can spend your time doing things that are much more fulfilling for yourself. That's going to increase your own value for yourself. That's going to be portrayed out into the world as opposed to going out there and like pretending that you need to, portray it to women so that they see value in you, so they go on a date with you, and then maybe you get the banger, maybe you get to get a number or whatever. I just think that there's things in life that you can do to actually improve yourself than learning being a pickup artist. And maybe it's because like we use agencies, so we fast track that road. We take the shortcut to meeting a woman who's interested in you, that you're interested in her, you have similar goals and values, we do the matchmaking and you're in front of each other. And then from there, it'll either work or it won't. You don't have to go out on the street and do pickup unless you want to do it for free. You want to go dating in Ukraine for free, then yes, go and do it. Can I just say one last thing here, is that I do believe that there is a certain aspect of pickup artistry when you are at a certain age and maybe you were a little bit socially inept and you weren't that good, with ladies, and you do want to develop that social side. You do want to get some skills to talk to people. Definitely, this can definitely be good. But the one thing that helped me become not such a scared little kind of like weasel in front of women was dating women from dating agencies. I think I've spoken about it before, have I? No?
I don't know. That's wrong. But I want to say like from a girl's point of view, right? Like first of all, like guys for some reason usually like if there's two guys and like two girls walking, I mean it will be just fun because it's always like very difficult constantly to understand who is who's like and how it is. Like it's not gonna work. If it is like you are by yourself and you're so confident and there are two girls walking, they're gonna just never do that. Never try to like talk to two girls at the same time. They will giggle, they will make fun of you, and obviously, even if the one will kind of like you, the other will tell her, let's go. She will not let you.
Cock block you is what we call it.
What means cock?
Cock block. That's why you need a wingman to like.
Cock block another one. around the block.
No,
Cool.
not.
Whatever. No, for me, this voice, like I just know 1
We
minute.
need like a glossary of like terminology that.
Yeah, but I want to say that if you do it like for 2 girls, it doesn't like it's just it doesn't help. But if you do it for the 1 girl, like there's like can be a tricky one. If I walk on a street, like even though I'm very helpful and I try to help always, but I usually help with the situation. So if I walk on the street and I see that there's somebody is offending, like with the pigeons, right? Like somebody talking to a Westerner and they're like, no, give me money for the picture, pigeons, 500 hryvnias, I will always step in. But if there is a guy who is like, because here's a lot of scam about that. And even in the course, we say that I know that you never know. Maybe sometimes really the person needs help, but I think that you will feel it. So if somebody started talking to me, I just move. I just like you never stop because here is so many different kind of like pickpockets like this or anything like that. You never stop. You always go. If any guy, no matter how handsome he is, he start talking to me, then I would never stop. Recently, I was walking by and there was a guy. He was dressed okay. I would not say that he was like a homeless and he was like a super cool, but he said, "Oh, sorry. Can you please give me your phone? Can you give me your phone? Like I need to call." And from one hand, you want to help, right? And it was not that he was trying to pick me up, but I was just, and then I just walked by. But what I did, I just stayed in a corner to see what's actually going on. Like I just stayed there for a moment to see, like, is he really was needing somebody's help? And I would come back to help him. Or he was just, so basically like in 5 minutes, I don't know, maybe he was crazy or there was some other guy who would run and steal the phone. In 5 minutes time, he asked somebody else, somebody also moved forward. He just stayed around the corner and he has a phone in his pocket. So it was just a scam. So here in Ukraine, people are very suspicious. The girl will never talk to you like that on the street. But if you are, for example, like I would give another quickly, we'll finish about that. But if you're, for example, at the shop and like one of my clients before the hard rocket, he actually met the girl like that. He went to the shop and he was trying different clothes. And there was a nice girl that he liked. And he said, "Can you please help me to choose the shirt?" And she was there. She felt like very honored that he offered her to look at this coat. And they started talking. And then they said, "You helped me a lot. I would like to take you for a coffee." That is incredible.
That's it. Subscribe to the channel. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Honestly, no, smart. On the street, like pick up, it's just like it never works.
It's I don't know. I think it like when you go over to a woman and you pick a woman and you say, "Okay, I'm going to go and do an approach," right? The moment that you think I'm doing an approach, you lower your own value. Like straight away, it's like I've lowered my value to try and get some approval to maybe get a phone number. If you standing somewhere and you like this, can you tell me how I can get to the train station? And then she starts to talk to you and it's like, okay, my train is not for a while, like I'm going to get some coffee. Do you want to get a coffee? Because she's already built up this super like chill. She knows that like because and that's the other thing when it comes to premise as well. At that point there is no premise. You legitimately are asking her where the train station is or where the museum is or whatever it is. And so it's simple. Going over to a woman, I don't know, maybe I'm not good at it. And maybe there are pickup artists out there that will show you their classic A-roll where it's like, look at this. I got this one, this one, this one, this one. But really, it's like all of my experiences when it came to meeting a woman overseas, and there has been quite a few of them, I don't know anything about talking to women. I would never look at a woman and go, I need to go and talk to her. If anything, I would look at a woman that I like and I would think, I could never do that. So more my experiences, and I've had a lot of like where I've met a woman on holiday or on vacation and we've hung out for days, even weeks at some stage, at some, at some times. I was just standing there and I just cracked a joke, or I asked her a question of how to get somewhere and it just went from there. And that's just natural.
But especially in Ukraine, you have to make her feel comfortable, because like girls here are scared like from the guys, because usually what's happening, like, and it's not common, I'm just kind of making it up, it never happened to me, thanks God, but it can happen, like the guy's talking and she's like talking to him and then the other guy just picking her phone from the back, like, so that's why girls are scared of that, it's
yeah, she Luba is 100% correct. There's always a skepticism in Ukraine,
big one.
And even if you speak Russian, right? No matter how good my Russian gets, I'm still a foreigner in Ukraine. It's like a Chinaman in New York, right? It's always going to be that way. So you're always going to be a foreigner. Yes, if you can speak Russian, you can communicate better. But really, like if you, I don't know, I just think that spending your time watching pickup videos, doing courses, and I've done courses on PUA from some of like the more popular ones, just to kind of understand it. And I get the whole thing with value, portray value. She'll think that you're worthy of it. She'll go out with you. Maybe you get to bang her, maybe you get a phone number, maybe you get a phone number. But here's the problem: is these that when they're portraying value, you have to back that up, right? And it's like there's an infatuation fallacy that happens when a woman becomes infatuated with a man, and over time she dates him and she realizes that he wasn't the man that she thought that he was, and she was infatuated, and then she resents him because it's a long video anyway. Maybe it's a video that I'll make one day. But and it's kind of the same thing as well. If he's portraying value that he doesn't really have, then he's just out to bang her, right? He's just out to have sex. If he's like meeting her legitimately and he keeps things on the down low and she discovers it herself, well, it's going to build a lot more trust.
But I want to say here about like harassment is a strong word. Like
but you're right.
This situation that happened recently, we're not going to go into details, but like something that happening here in like how the guys are acting toward Ukrainian ladies, and they're like, you better explain this a little bit.
Well, okay, so there's a misconception that because you're from the West or from United States, that there is that you have some sort of higher value than a Ukrainian person.
But you know which situation I talk about, right?
No.
This guy who was messaging. Where?
Messaging who?
No, that you call harassment, and you said that in any different country it would be like on a news. But
yes. But that was normal here, right? So it was.
But guys don't know this. I thought that you would say shortly.
Oh, okay. So there was a professional. Can I say it's a professional person? It was
without any. Yeah, it was professional person.
Very high level professional person who has a lot of value in Ukraine, and he started messaging Luba and.
Because I came to him for a business, and then when I left, he took my number, and then it was like their ridiculous messages.
Yeah, like really, I'll spend the weekend, blah, 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 blah. And it was like really, but that was normal here, right? It was kind of like, he does it. No one's like, I said to Luba when she was telling me this, I said, back in New Zealand, the cops would turn up at his business and shut down his business. He'd be on the front page of the newspaper for being this guy that was harassing, possibly a client or whatever coming in there. I forget what was the reason I was supposed to say that story.
No, we talk about like harassment, like the guy says it's a strong word, but it's exactly what's happening here. Like when the guys are there's no limits, there's no limits how far the guy can push.
Here.
Yes.
Okay.
And the guys, when they come to Ukraine, sometimes they a little bit overdo stuff. Like they do stuff that they would never ever do.
Well, some guys have an overinflated sense of self-worth, and we see this with like Ukrainian women. When it comes to Ukrainian guys, for Western guys, their value is inflated because of all the shit that's going on. And sometimes Western guys can be the same as well. But it really comes down to, when it comes to value is all about perception, right? Doesn't matter how you value yourself. Your value will change when you get to another situation, another country. You walk into a room, like maybe you're a junior doctor and around all your friends, you're like the man, right? You're the doctor. You walk into a room of senior doctors, you're just the boy, right? So your value and the perception of what your value is changes depending on where you go, right? So when it comes to this harassment, it really depends on how she views you, right? So she might be completely stoked. She might have just broken up with her boyfriend she found out he was cheating on her, and she was sick of Ukrainian guys. And for her, a guy from Germany would be absolutely perfect. And so he can go over to her and he can harass her a little bit, I suppose. But if she's open to it, she'll say, hey, perfect, this is the perfect time for me, and it's fine. But if she hates German guys, her last boyfriend was a German guy, and he cheated on her like so all the time. And then there's this guy that's like talking to her and wanting to get her number.
She would already have like this something in her mind. But
but here's the thing. It's like, if a woman likes you, she'll bend the rules of the norm. She will bend those rules, right? She will allow a handsome guy who's got good personality, who's got value to her, she will bend the rules for him. If a guy she bends this certain amount of rules for a guy that's like tall, handsome, he's from the perfect country, she's thinks that he's okay and she's going to give him the time of day, she'll be in the rules as the rules can be anything from having sex on the first date, her giving him the number, her following him. But when it comes to a guy that she's not attracted to or a guy that has no value for her, those rules don't apply. In fact, she'll make more rules. Her rules will be stand over there. How dare you talk to me? And that's just the way that it is. So it depends on who you are, who you're talking to, and where the value.
And also it depends on the people, honestly. Like I just seen like so many different things, like when the lady is like from not having sex before wedding, like to really having sex on the first date. Like it's not
exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
You yell at me.
Oh, sorry.
So excited about that.
Well,
yeah, but I mean, it's completely different. And it's just all the ladies, they just have a different view about that. And it doesn't mean that the girl who has a sex on the first date, like it's really like a bad quality or low quality lady. Yes, I know that you're thinking.
No, I don't think that at all. In fact, I have a. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, like, I know I kind of get to the point to like what guys think about the sex on the first date, even though they sometimes really want it. For them, it's not a good thing to have. But this is like a whole different like topic to discuss. But there's different ladies. But, also what you need to be careful about, it is a very like, I don't know, thin line or thick line or whatever between the scammer who is not willing to have sex with you because she will never do, or it's just a lady who has like, she need to be more open and you need to find like the way for her. You know what I mean? No, right? Like it can be like.
I can tell you right now, this is a video that I've been thinking about making for a while, just haven't because I've been so busy. And if you guys have watched this in this video to this point, I'll tell you when it is. When will a Ukrainian woman have sex with you, right? This is like a topic that other channels have done. When will a Ukrainian woman have sex with you? Some people say on the second date, on the third date, on the fourth date. There's some sort of time, but a high quality woman won't have sex with you on the first date. If she does, she's trash or she's a low quality woman. Okay, so I'm going to break it down for you right now. A woman will have sex with you when you meet the threshold of whatever value set that she has. Okay, and that value set has not been set by you. It's been set by other experiences that she's had in the past. For example, you could meet a woman and she's like, I don't have sex until the fifth date. She's thinking that in her mind, and she believes that too. She's a good girl, right? She's quality. She's was a virgin up until the age of 25 or whatever. But George Clooney, who's 25, 30 years older than her, meets her at the club. And he's like, hey, I'm George Clooney from the movies, or whatever he was in. And he says, why don't you like come back with me, right? She'll do it. Why? Because the value threshold has been met. High social status. He's an actor. He's got money. He's like, holy shit, like this doesn't happen every day. She knows if she's going to try and like lock down a relationship with him, which obviously she won't, but she's not going to, I believe she's not going to give up that opportunity. You can, a woman will have, if she meets you and she's like, okay, yeah, I need to lock this guy down. I can't let it go. It's like biology. It's part of evolution. Lock the guy down when the value has been met. Now, if she's been dating like GQ models and I come along, she's like, this dude's going to have to like, he's going to have to work for it. I need to like, I need to like, my value needs to be increased, and it's probably never going to get there, right? I don't have enough money. I don't have enough looks, whatever. I'm all right though. I'm not that bad, am I?
You're looking for I see that you're waiting for me to say something that you're awesome. You're the best.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for that. Yeah. But that's what it is.
You just retired model from GQ, whatever you want.
Yeah. But that's what it is. When you reach her value set, it can happen on the first date. It can happen on the third date. It just depends on what her perception of your value is compared to the other people that she's had value for. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah,
but that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
But it's right. It's okay. What is normal living conditions for the most ladies in Ukraine, and how would it compare in living to USA? They would be okay with moving to USA. George, it's obviously for me that you're a little bit like a new. I got this feeling. I was always taught to respect a woman, not seek relationship based on sex, but values low. I would recommend you to give us a call. Honestly, guys, we still do our consultation strategy calls. To book it, you need to visit our website. It's www.heartturkey.com. We're doing them quite a lot, and not like surprising for us. It's not even always about our service, but it's just about helping in some situation, like life situation, dating situation, website situation, and etc. So if you are thinking about coming to Ukraine, or you have any concerns and questions, please give us a call, and we will definitely talk to you and help you like more in depth, more privately. I want to also remind you about our Telegram channel, because I see that the guys are was subscribing and then they stop. But again, I will put the link. You will reply to this now. Yeah.
No, but they can't.
They can.
copy this.
In comments, they can. Can you copy this link, please?
Oh, in
Can
the
you
comments,
tell?
yes.
In
Yeah,
the comments,
sorry.
they can link. So copy the link and join our Telegram channel. The guy who will be number 200 will get a free call.
And a back rub from Luba. Oops. I thought it was quite funny though, how the last thing I said was get a back rub from Luba.
Mom said we need to look at this picture and smile more. Yes, because there's no...
Luba's just got a new computer, and whenever I touch it with 2 fingers, things go into the future and into the past. And so that's what just happened there. I just saw something that was quite interesting.
It was...
no,
macro. Yeah. Here, I will show you.
Okay. Well,
But they will still... Guys, I wait for you in the Telegram channel. It's very important. And also, before we continue, please put your likes on this video if you don't mind. If you think that this video is interesting. And
if you think this video, other people would enjoy to watch this video.
Yeah, put your likes, because like the likes are helping us. Like there are 60 people who are watching and just 13 likes. Can you please?
And 1 dislike.
And 1 dislike.
Oh, that was me.
But can you please go and put your likes, because it's helping our YouTube algorithm to show our videos. And so yes, please put your likes.
Like I see a lot of comments here that are like we on the coaching calls, if you guys have in here that have had calls with us, like we're very straight to the point and we're very practical, right? So, and I've been like that since the start, and I know Luba's like that as well, is that we don't talk about love and your destiny and your woman will be waiting for you and your heart will be open to her, and like we don't talk about any of this shit, because this is nothing. This is just garbage, okay? This is just garbage marketing stuff, okay? If you see value in a woman, like we value women differently from what women value us. If she sees value in you, right? I just thought that's what I was going to put here. There was a comment somewhere about not moving to your country. I say this a lot on our calls, right? It doesn't matter where you're from. If a woman sees enough value in you, she will go anywhere. She can be the most patriotic Ukrainian. She can say, I will never leave my country. Never. It's here. I just don't like France or America or whatever. But she meets a man that she feels comfortable and safe with, and that he can protect her, and he shows confidence that no matter what, she can melt into his frame, right? She'll go anywhere with him, almost anywhere, she'll go anywhere with him. The reason that a lot of these relationships end after the 2 to 3 months is because, unfortunately, the guy does not demonstrate that, and she doesn't feel comfortable going to a country that she was iffy about in the first place.
We have a couple at the moment that when they met, the lady, the first thing that she told me, she said, Luba, I always thought that I will go to Europe. I never thought about USA. For me, USA was like you come there and you died. And I said, why are you staying there? Like, I mean, that it is so far.
You come there and you die?
Yeah, it's what she said. But I mean, like, that you are done.
Hang on, what state is this? Because there's some pretty weird shit going on over there, isn't it?
Yeah, but before, like, honestly, these Turkish Airlines just changed my mind completely. Because before, like, I was usually, like, when I fly to US, I fly to New York because I have family there. So I fly to New York, and then from New York, I do my stuff. But like it was always Odessa, Kiev, JFK. So it was always convenient. But the rest of America was kind of like you need to go there, and then what are you doing?
I've got a receding hairline. I'm just checking it out on my camera. I see that. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So, and for me, it was like to get to some other state, it's pretty difficult. But now, honestly, big state, like if you just go there, like our recent client, he's from Michigan, but he was flying to Odessa, Istanbul, Chicago, and then 2 hours and he's at home. Incredible. So when I told this lady and we was discussing with her, like, he said, I told her that, she said, Luba, like, it's longer way for me to go from Dnipro to Kiev. Like it's like by train, like not longer, but obviously like it's, it's like, it's so close, but it's so far. So for ladies, you're very, like, Striker is very right. There is no like, oh, I need to move to America. Like before, I think it was a little bit more, like very, very rarely. Like one girl from these like 2 trips that we did this March, there was one girl who called me back and she said, she called me back, and so she was telling me that this guy is like not very much for her because of his state, and this was like very rare. Yes, state.
Was he drunk?
Position. It was not.
We need to define these words. There's like a bit of confusion that's going on.
I didn't know before that. Yeah, I was always like, "What is your proposition? Like, what is your?" I didn't know that it is a bad word. I was.
What is that? What do you mean? What preposition?
Yeah, like offer. You need to say what is your offer. But I was always like, because when I was learning like proposition, and I didn't know that it is bad. And then one guy told me, he started proposing. Anyway, so. She was telling like his state is not good enough. So I was shocked a little bit. She was really more measuring people according to the state than like to the personality. Some ladies like who are aware a lot about state, maybe they've been living. So they kind of think that they want to live in this and this particular state. But usually ladies, they're open, like there was a guy was asking like, how is it any bigger result he will get if he moves to Ukraine? It's equal, it's equal. If you meet your person, you will find a way to live. You will live 6 months here, 6 months there. You will move to Italy. You will move to other country. Like really, this should be the last problem that you need to think about, honestly. Like the first thing is you need to find the right place to find for you the lady. If you do the letter writing and expect, actually we started this, that I said that the letter writing grew a lot during the pandemic. Because guys are sitting there and they just doing the letter writing. They just like, one of the guys, like, he's so smart. He done the course. He said, Luba, like, I'm shocked. Like, I understand everything, but I still want to, like, he still have, like, in the back of his mind, he have this little belief that, he said, I need to talk to somebody, and I need to talk to somebody, just like to exchange my feelings and thoughts. And, this is why, like, I think the Rocket Match is very powerful. When you don't talk to some website where you don't even know who you're talking to, you talk directly to the woman. You talk directly to the woman as much as you both
and it's not credits. It's not like,
it's not credits. One guy was looking like the minimum amount, like the shortest call that we ever have, like for the Rocket Match, was 15 minutes. It just was no mutual connection. And the longest was 3.5 hours. For the first call, the guys were just like, hop, and they just like start talking and talking and talking and talking. Then they even not realize that it was 3.5 hours.
And the thing is too, it's after that call. You can just talk on Viber, Skype, the phone. Like, we don't give a shit what you talk on. It's up to, it's up to you what you want to talk on. And then you try and build that, and then you come over, but you got to back it up. You got to come over. Okay. So, that's so, yeah, if you're interested in doing that.
Henry, can you please ask your question again? We're a little bit lost. That you said that you didn't get answer to a question, but I can't find it. We're a little bit lost. Can you ask please again? How do you view lying about your age to get a foot in the door?
This is a good question, I think. How do you view lying about your age to get a foot in the door and then being honest when things have progressed a bit? So my view on that, and maybe you could call it a little bit of a blue pill view if you want, but how would you feel if she did that? Is probably the best way to say it. How would you react if you found that? And you might say to yourself, now I'd be pissed, but maybe you wouldn't be pissed. Maybe later on you'd be like, we had such a good connection that it was fine. But if you're lying about your age, I'm guessing you're lying that you're younger. You're not lying that you're older, more wise, more mature. Okay. I
have a couple like that, and it was not right.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes, yeah. And it was not right. Like, he was hiding it. He said that he's 10. I mean, I have several clients who was doing that. I disagree. I completely disagree, because like when she find out, you know what's happening? It's not that she like. I mean, if you have the attraction, if you have feelings, if you have chemistry, of course it will stay.
If you have strong burning desire,
yes, it will stay. But it will be very difficult for her to trust you in the future when you tell her something, because like to build the trust, to deserve, like to achieve to the trust point when you rely on each other and trust completely, it's very difficult. But to ruin it is just one thing, and that's done.
Yeah, it's a real cliffhanger, that one. It depends on, like, if this is the question, chances are that the approach is, I want to date much younger women than it's easier, that is acceptable or that is easily attainable for somebody that is your age. What I would suggest is dating women that you don't have to lie to, but find really hot ones. That's pretty much what I would say about that. If you have to lie to start off the relationship, it's never going to be good. If she did it to you, you wouldn't trust her. So a relationship where there's no trust.
Yeah, there's no point in lying,
So many
honestly.
problems.
Like there's really, and I've been talking to so many guys. Like I don't know what else to do about like this age gap and like changing this mentality and just showing how much fun you can have with the women that are close to your age, like 5-10 years, still beautiful, still active. But how different is that than dating somebody who is 20 years younger, who will, I promise you, and you can't prove me wrong, that she will disrespect you in a couple of years. She will. And by disrespect, I mean that it will be difficult to pick up with, like, to how to say, like to stay in the same level of energy, of interaction, entertainment. You will get jealous. You will feel miserable when she will walk around and people will stare at her, and you will feel bad and angry, and it will even like burn her a little bit more. So I don't see any point for the guy to date a lady, like not even for the lady. For lady, it's good. For lady, it's good sometime. But for the guys, I don't see any benefit of dating a lady who is 20 years younger. And what I said about the lady, why it's good, is because, if she just dating him and wanting to get married, to just get rid of him as soon as possible, then as older he is, like, better for her. Sorry for saying that, but it's true.
Yeah, okay. So, I know, I agree on some of those points, on most of those points.
Guys, thank you for Telegram. I see that you're joining. Very nice. Join more and put your likes.
The biggest issue is, right, and I see this, and like it tears up the fabric of my soul, right? That there are guys out there that are seeking younger ladies, right? Younger ladies that are beautiful, right? But that's it. But they say, I want a woman that's traditional and all that sort of stuff. But you're seeking a younger woman who's beautiful, and they are like hen's teeth, like the rooster's egg. Like, they're hard to find. So here's the thing: if you're looking for something that is hard to find, you're going to place so much value on it when you find it that item, that woman, that treasure, you are in the frame of that, if that makes sense, right? So because they're so rare, there's not that many options, right? And when it comes to frame, I'm going to do a video about this. I've been talking about it for quite a while, but I've just been so busy. But when it comes to frame, she needs to move into your frame. If you move into hers because she's the youngest, hottest woman that has paid attention to you, you're in her frame. Before you know it, you're going to be buying stuff that you said that you would never buy. You're going to be saying yes to things that you would never say yes to, because you can't find another one of these, right? You found one. A woman who is 25 years younger, who seems to be interested in you, that's kind, caring, you get to have sex with her. Like, you're in her frame, right? You need to have multiple options. This is why, like, we don't agree with some of these companies that say at the end of the trip, choose one, you're in a relationship with her. No. At the end of our trip, you may have several options that you want to explore, because you're going to have to come back. If you think you're coming over here, in 7 days, you're going to have the woman of your dreams, and then you're going to go home and come back to marry, whatever. Don't do it, because it doesn't work out like that, okay? So
I want to say that working for, industry 12 years already, working for Hard Rocket for over a year, I understand that there always will be percentage of the guys who will disagree with us and say that, like this guy, he said, I disagree, 20 years younger is great and man can get it and man does not age the same way. I will never be able to change you, but I also will never be willing to work with you. Yeah. Like, it's our decision. And, I see, like, and the guy say, like, for, somewhere was like more fertility, something like, trust me, the guys who are dating the ladies 40 plus, they are shocked. I don't know, maybe just in Ukraine, maybe in US is different, but they're just shocked about how sexy, passionate they are, and how different is their sex than with a lady who is like 30s and like who is like have a period 30 days a month and have a headache and doesn't want to have it.
Oh, yeah. What she's saying is that like a younger lady will
Thank
take
you
it.
for
Oh,
translation.
yeah. So, so a younger lady, we hear this all the time. Okay. And if any of you guys have ever taken a lovely young lady away on holiday to France or Paris, to France or Italy or somewhere like that, and she's like, oh my God, I've got my period.
The older lady will never ever have it, even if like, and it's not because she doesn't have it monthly, she will never bullshit you with that, I promise you. And I mean, if she's serious, and all the guys, like, it's just like, yes, we're getting very close with our guys, like we talk a lot about like different things, and they share with me their experience, and all I hear when it's like, oh, you know, she, when it was like 40, 45, you know, it's all like, whoo, it's on fire. So guys, really trust me, like forget about this unicorn that you see on the website. It's not reality. The reality is just
I'll just say here what Rob says. I disagree, and I like this first pronoun that you put there. Okay, I love it because this is what most guys think. Okay, I disagree. 20 years younger is great if a man can get it. Okay, so you would disagree, right? We work with like 17 or 18 different social groups, agencies, matchmakers, or anything, and if we went there with a profile from one of our clients that we just signed up, and said, hey, look, can he date this 15 ladies he's chosen? Can he date these? They're going to say, Luba, what the fuck? Like, you told us that you're bringing legitimate guys who are not going to want these big age gaps. No, we don't have ladies, right? That's what they're going to say. So it's not that we disagree with it. It's not that the matchmaker or the partner disagrees with it. It's that the ladies disagree with it. I also disagree with it. I mean, if I could get you guys like 25-year age gaps, happy ever after, I would do it. Trust me, I would do it. I would do my best. But we can't. And by us taking a profile and saying, this guy, he wants 25-year age gap, can we get it? They're going to go, look, this is the reason why scamming came to fruition, okay? Guys looking for 30-year age gaps, ladies saying, oh, I'll do it if he takes me to like a restaurant. Okay. Agency gets paid, girl gets paid, guy thinks he's on like a date and maybe he's in a relationship. Watch our video about like different types of scammers. Maybe it makes a little bit more sense. It doesn't matter what we think, all right?
Yeah, I want to answer.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, next topic. I want to answer to Henry. Wait a second.
Next topic, we're going to be talking about the age gap. Or you think a different topic?
Just curious if any of the ladies eligible to get tourist vacation visas to where, Henry? Like to US? At the moment, they're not proceeding any visas. They're not. You can't apply for any kind of visa, except K1 visa. That is like a long story at the moment.
Except for like a Visa card, like a Visa MasterCard, you can get one that's like 12% interest.
Yeah, but they can travel. Like you can meet the lady. Like even in Istanbul, a lot of our couples now meeting in Istanbul because it's beautiful. It's really a very beautiful city to go, and you fly from there directly. She fly from her city directly. That's all. What are you doing?
I put something up before, but I've lost it. I think it might have been. And it was okay.
What about the thing is? I'm curious about if should blue collar man even bother? No, stop.
What?
Why are you moving? I'm reading here.
Well, which one?
This one. I don't understand. What does it mean?
The thing I'm curious about is should a blue collar man even bother?
What means blue collar? I know white.
Blue collar is like a plumber, engineer. Mechanic, like why not? Like what makes you think that? Look, at the end of the day, okay, this is not for only millionaires. Okay, we do have clients that do have a significant amount of money. This is for someone that can go through the process. Okay, now if you think the process is going to cost you $10,000, then I wouldn't start. Okay, because you got to do a trip over here, you got to pay for our services, and then you got to come back. All right. Now, we don't say that you need to pay her monthly salaries and shit like that. We're against that, regardless of what you've heard out there. But you do need to come back. You do need to see her. You do need to maintain that relationship over time, which does cost money. So I don't really know what you mean by blue collar. I mean, blue collar could be working on an oil rig, right? And you
one
guys
thing
earn
that you
like
have to
a
understand
lot of
that
money.
but one thing that you have to understand that the procedure, the whole process, it's not cheap. Like it will cost you money, and you can't stay in hostel, you can't eat in McDonald's. I mean, it's expensive process. If you can afford it, then your profession doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
She's not looking just for the engineer. I mean, some high-end businessmen and business owners. So they don't really care about that. The most important is how you feel about coming on this journey. So what Ukrainian cities do you offer your service in? So we are working in Ukraine and Belarus. So we are thinking about tour to Belarus, because if it will be more of a lockdown in Ukraine and Belarus is more open, then why not to go there? So we have a very good connection there. 2 cities, very interesting history, interesting tours we can do there. So why not to do it? And if you are curious about Belarus and you would like to go there, so why not? Just send us an email and we'll think about that. And book a call on www.hardturkey.com. But in Ukraine, we work with. What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm checking my Facebook.
In Ukraine, it is Kyiv, Dnipro, Zaporozhye, Kharkov, Poltava, Rivne, Lviv.
Kyiv?
Kyiv, I said Cherkasy. Cherkasy or Chernovtsi, I always miss it. And we have ladies all over Ukraine. When you open the database, different ladies are in different cities. Honestly, it can be Zhytomyr, a little bit of ladies. It can be Khmelnytsky, a little bit Vinnytsia. So many different cities, a lot. So no worries. We have so many, and it's on every taste, on every, if you're blue collar, if you're high end, if you're from New York, if you're from Texas, if you're from Seattle, if you're from Kansas, if Michigan, everywhere for everybody. But before you, if you're planning your trip, you need to call us at least and apply for our program at least 1 month before your arrival, so I can do a proper matchmaking process.
Actually, we were going to do a video. We might still do it. And it was why we would not accept you as a client. Because we don't accept everyone, do we? No. And most of the time, we don't have to say, look, we don't accept you. They kind of they kind of understand that, we can't.
My mood.
Yes. Luba's anyway.
I'm not doing like that.
No, not at all. No, but we're very, anyone that's talked to us knows that we're very straight up and to the point. Yes, on camera here, we laugh and we joke and all that sort of stuff. But when we have a coaching call or when clients are in town, it's a different story. And, so we're pretty straight to the point. And we want to make sure that we can get you a result, right? And the reason for that is kind of selfish. We want to be able to sleep at night. Yes, we can take money from you and say, hey, have a go, see if you can get this, whatever you're trying to achieve. And, you may not get it. And yes, there would be more money for us, but it would be difficult for us to both sleep at night, knowing that you don't have a shit show achieving what you want from us. And unfortunately, even though we tell this on the calls, you will go to one of these other companies and you will drop $5,000-$10,000 and you will not achieve anything, and you'll leave there and you will think, and you will understand exactly what we were saying.
I will feel terrible. I will feel terrible. I always say that we can't promise. Of course, we can't say that 1,000% we're going to meet. But so far, honestly, there was no guy who was not leaving Ukraine with 2-3 options to communicate, and then choosing 1 or 2 ladies, and then, and maybe one, and stay in touch. So we're not hype about that. We're not saying about success rate, and we probably won't. Honestly, why? What's the point? I know that here, one of the guys who are watching us right now, he was coming for 10 years, different agencies, different big companies, who promise you everything and who's saying that they're so good. And I literally, in August, he called us for insurance because this big company was not offering this insurance, and he called us, and it's first time in my life ever. I just look at him and I say, I truly wish you luck at that company. But he just subscribed. He just paid the money. So, of course, he would not pay to us. And I said, if it will not work out, Oh, thank you. He's here. He's watching. And he said, I said, just please, can you please be our client? I will find you. I will find your wife. I felt it, like, I just felt it. He was just my ideal man, like my ideal client that I really know that I can help by all the, and it's nothing to do with money. Money is the least, like the latest. It's about his attitude, about his expectations, about his look, about how he take care of himself, how he was doing this. Even though he has a perfect clothes, like he has he's very stylish. He always have this little like columns, like his name. He always would do that, but he still was like wanting to improve himself. He was talking to our stylist. He was doing everything that was needed. For me, that was like the man that I can take, and we just need to find. And he would not like let me lie. There was a guy who saying, my problem is that at 66 years old, there are almost no women at 56 who are still attractive. That is not true. If you talk about attractive, like a smooth face, with no wrinkles, I mean, you can just then stay at home and just look at this a big website. But the reality, like, ladies are extremely attractive. They're they are attractive. I don't know where you've been looking, but I promise you that you would be surprised.
Can I just say something here? Okay. What?
Nothing.
Can I just say something here? One thing that lacks in this space, and it's almost encouraged by a lot of these bullshit companies, right? What lacks is self-awareness, right? Now, Michael K., I've never talked to you, I've never met you. Have a call with us and we'll get to know you. But at the moment, it's just a comment on a YouTube channel. The problem is that 66 years old, there are almost no women at 56 who are still attractive. Like, where and who are you? And I don't say that to be nasty or mean or anything like that, but have a call with us. Luba will straight away, from all the ladies that she's met, she'll go, Elena from Dnipro, she's perfect. He's a widow, she's a widow, or she has children that are in the medical field, or he's got, and she'll match you on that level, Otherwise, all you're going to do is you're going to get to 67, 68, 69, 70. Like Luba's known guys from the company she used to work for, been coming here for like 10 years, every year, twice a year sometimes, for 10 years, still looking for that attractive woman who's 15 years younger that's interested in him. He's 10 years older now. Think about that for a second. He could have had a woman that was 10 years younger when he was 10 years younger, and they would be growing old together. All I'm saying is that, like, and this is one of the biggest problems that I see out there with guys out there. And it's the one thing we try and strip away is self-awareness, and we talk about it a lot without actually talking about the actual phrase self-awareness. It's like, think about it. Like, what is your value to a Ukrainian woman? What is your value to any woman, right? How are you going to enhance her life? Instead of thinking, how is she going to enhance my life? How she's going to make me look in front of my ex-wife, in front of my children. I can prove them that I was wrong, that they were wrong when I was going to find a woman that really liked me. Just think about these things for a second, okay? And if you're thinking the way that I'm going to improve her life is because I'm going to take it from the shithole Ukraine, war-torn country that's disgusting, then you're going to lose straight away. You'll be taken advantage with the scammers, because that's the road that they take. Save me, I've got no money. I need money, I need this. That's the road they take, and they play on that. A self-respecting man would not think that way at all. He would come over knowing that she's going to fold into his frame because he has natural value for her. All right.
I want to say here, one of our guys just messaged me. He said, remember this dancer that he was going to meet, who was a dancer? She's 60 years old. Honestly, when we see her profile, we thought, no way.
She was doing the splits, I think, wasn't she? Wasn't she? Was it?
But the pictures there, like, I thought, it's probably Photoshop. So I called the agency. I said, can you please send me the real pictures of this Lilia? Like, I really want to see. And they sent me not just the picture, they sent me video from her current class. She's a dancing teacher for the kids. And they showed me her video in her 60s. Like, I was absolutely shocked. Like, she looked incredibly good. Blonde, skinny, tall, everything there.
Who's that, though? Motto, the same last name.
Oh. I found your brothers.
We're just waiting for Michael to join.
Michael Jackson. Don't worry about that at all. Henry, you've been asking before about Russia. Like, for us, it's not about the amount of agency that we work with. Like, we have over, I don't know, 10, 15,000 girls, like all over, like the whole database. Like, honestly, let me find them all, guy. And it's not like bad girls, it's legit girls that are looking for, relationships. So like when all of them going to be married, I will try to find somebody in Russia. But
when there's none left.
None left, yes, I will find. But to be honest, like I will tell you, so there's a lot of agencies who are contacting us and are willing to work with us. But we have a very, very high request for the agencies. And when I say that, and when I say about our community, and if they do something wrong to the guys, like everybody gonna know about that, they disappear.
Yeah.
So is it not an answer for your question? Like there was 3 agencies that I was very interested in. One was in Moscow, one was in St. Petersburg, and one was in Kazan, I think, in Russia. So when I messaged them, like they just scared. Like they just scared. And what's the point? For them to contact us to do that, if like they know that if they do something, that everybody gonna know about them. So they better do their little like scam thing quietly, and that's all. I was surprised about this agency that is like that, but it is what it is. So if we find good partners, same in Moldova, same everywhere. I know that a lot of guys been asking about that. So definitely we're going to do that. There's a question, don't be too stylish in Ukraine. Why is that? And another one, if your clothes advertise money, the women attract will be after the money. I will disagree with you. Like what you need to know about clothes in Ukraine. All you need is to be dressed nice, dressed sharp, dressed clean. Your shoes should be new, or it should be in a very good condition. A lot of guys not really, and like you heard about the shoe situation for so many times, but I will repeat it over and over again. The shoes are the most important. First thing you do is like when the lady is looking at you, and all of the people in Ukraine, they judge you from the head to toe, and then they look at your shoes. If you have a dirty old shoes, it just, it's really like it push you away. This is something about Ukraine. Your shirt, like, a lot, it's very nice when you have, even if you wear your jeans or your pants and you put the shirt with the collar. This is like something that the guys looks very good at. And it doesn't matter if the shirt is like for $50, $500 or $10 on a sale. The most important, it should fit you. It should fit well, and it shouldn't be big or small, and it shouldn't be like, it should fit very, very nice, and the price doesn't matter. And your jeans, a lot of guys, like in US, it's a little bit not like different style. We're not talking about skinny jeans, but some jeans are too big that make you look bigger and fatter, and heavier. So that is not right. If you find your style, you can always put your good sides. Like, for example, if you have a big shoulders, you can represent it, you can show it to the ladies. So this nothing to do about money. Trust me, there's nothing to do about money or about anything like that. It's all about just look nice. Well, like, can you stand up? Like this shirt.
No, I can't.
Okay, no, but this shirt, like, for example, it's a slim fit, it looks well. If it would be, and it's just a white shirt, right? There's nothing special about that. It's just a nice white.
I think it's all right.
Yeah, but
There's
I mean, he dressed
nothing special about it.
before the video. He put it and he said, "Oh yeah, I feel so," because it tied. It looks nice.
Calm down there, girl.
No, but
we're gonna have to put an R18 on this video.
No, but I'm just saying that it's you need to feel comfortable first of all. Let's see, Striker. Yeah, turn around.
No. If you want to sign up for my OnlyFans, you can do. So here it's got. He says, Striker taking a bathroom selfie.
I will tell. He do such a stuff. It's not bathroom. It's better.
I agree about shoes, even socks. Like Luba, like really, like doesn't like
holes in the socks.
Yeah, but there's a problem with my socks. Okay, and so watch here. So I should get the box.
No.
So I always wear socks, and I
like guys already fall asleep. I think they're like
I always wear socks to the end of their life, right?
Like
I just
all
can't.
The guys.
I can't throw socks out, and the thing is, I didn't really understand. Yeah, and when the hole on the top of the toe gets really big, because it's worn out and you flip it over and the holes on the top. Luba hates it. She's like, what is this? Like, why
But
are you
is
in-"
there any
And I'm
way-
like, what's wrong with it? The bottom is still good. Like the sole of my foot, the sole.
Давай,
It's all
show
about
the
the sole. So anyway, so she bought, hang on once. Let me see if there's anything left. So she bought me.
Yeah, but socks, it's very important. And in Ukraine, we wear different socks. Yeah, we have a sock game.
So anyway, so we've got
I didn't know
we've got a
you-
bit off topic.
I don't
haven't we?
know how you keep it like so close to the bed.
Yeah, so she bought me this. It's 6 meterov of sock. So it's like a sock vending machine.
It's like a tissue.
There's probably about 1 meter left, I think.
But and also you can. It's actually.
It's actually an interesting present you could buy.
Yeah, and you
someone.
you can also put like your like whatever quote. Like for striker, I put like life is too short to worry about matching socks.
Like, but that's your problem. It's not mine.
Yeah, that's why I just want you to. No, but show. And so you can like a tissue. You can
It's a
like
vending machine of socks.
boom, and it will be. Don't do it. Keep them. Yeah. So it's 6 meter socks, 30 pairs.
And since I've had that, my sock drawer, I now have 2 sock drawers to keep them all in.
Perfect. Yeah. So guys, yes, socks. But how did we got to this point? Like,
What have we done? We've gone off topic again.
okay, guys, we're going to finish. What? Just curious about what, Henry? Again, we missed your question, or it's about the Russian agencies. Socks was inside out. I don't pay attention. There's many things that guys not pay attention, and I just, I honestly do a lot of work. You sit up and they see your shirt. So I.
But it's not even that great.
It's not.
You need to calm down. You're getting out of control with this shit. Can I just say something here? I have a real problem buying shirts because even here, even in New Zealand, nothing is slim fit. And it's like, when you wear it, it's like straight. And it's like, why is this shirt like straight down? I understand if like my midriff was overexposed, if you know what I mean. So we always have to buy shirts, right? Whenever I buy shirts, we always go to the, what do you call it? The seamstress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
but it's
But it's
so
like
cheap.
50 hryvnias at $2,
it's
and
so
she's
cheap.
making like chuk 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 on his back, and that's all.
She's doing chuk 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 on my. Is she a chicken? She's picking my back. Chuk chuk chuk. So anyway, we take our shirts to the
Not ours.
to the local
yours.
chicken. who put-
Mine is perfect.
But anyway, but like to buy clothes that feel where the shoulders are, they're about there. Even if they're like not a good fit around here, take them to the seamstress. I don't know what you call it. You call it like a sewing master.
No. But
Take them there. They'll fix it right up here. But buy quality because otherwise they shrink. All right.
how you change by living in Ukraine? By quality.
Always buy quality. Well, you don't think I buy quality? What would you know about quality? What would you know about me and quality? Me and quality. You go to Wikipedia, you type in quality. You see where there's a photo of someone. Anyway, let's get on. What are we talking about here?
We distract guys. We probably
Hey, you know what we haven't spoken about? We haven't spoken about the war in Russia. And no one's asked us about it, have
It
they?
was some questions, but
You guys are more interested in my shirt.
and socks.
What's wrong? And my socks. What's wrong
You
with
see,
you guys?
like guys just want to live normal life. They just want to commentate. Guys, we probably will talk about that next time. So far, everything is good. There are some information that there is some troops or something over there, but not.
Well, let's talk about it quickly because people might be interested. So
But if you're still there, subscribe to our Telegram channel, please, and put your likes.
Mhm.
I'm sorry that I bargained for that, but it's very nice. It's encouraged. It's encouraged us to do stuff, to know that people actually watching us and we giving them some value.
Okay, and that's fair. Cool.
I will put another link. Go ahead, talk about war.
Okay, so this is my take on the war. So I've been following this since like 2014, maybe not that long ago, but I do know a reason. I do have my opinions, I should say. And depending on what news station that you watch will give you a different point of view. We all know that. It's the same in the States, okay? You guys kind of get that. So this is my take on it, right? So yes, Russia is assembling tanks and missile launchers and troops. along their border, right? So, and their view on it is, hey, look, it's our garden. We can plant whatever trees we want, right? Fair enough, okay? Now, I think that this is, I kind of read between lines. Okay, so I think that Vladimir Putin, I think that he thinks that something is up, right? This is what I think. So he's not going on the offensive, he's going on the defensive, right? So when Zelensky, who's the president now, when he came into power, he wanted to have talks with Vladimir Putin about the conflict that's happening in Donbass over the Crimea annexation that happened in 2014. If you guys want to know a little bit about how that sort of came about, there's the documentary, what's it called? Winter Under Fire. You should watch that. It's about the revolution in Kiev. Incredible documentary if you want to understand the mentality of Ukrainian people, somewhat. So I think that with the new administration that's coming into America, into the States, I think with Trump, think what you will about him, he was definitely anti-war, from my understanding, my point of view, whereas sometimes the administration can be pro-war, right? So the thing, when Zelensky came into power, he wanted to have talks with Putin about, hey, look, let's sit down, let's have a beer, let's do some shots of vodka and eat some salo, and we can talk about this, right? I think that he's kind of realized that the people's president is, not that useful when it comes to talking shit through, right? So now he realizes that, okay, maybe we need some help. Maybe we need to do things a little bit differently. And the only way that they can get some help is through NATO, right? And I think that Putin understands this, and he understands that if Ukraine becomes part of NATO, which inevitably it will become part of NATO. Why will it become part of NATO? The same way South Korea is part of NATO. It's because it's on the border of a country that if shit goes down, they want to be close to it, right? So NATO will take in Ukraine, and all of a sudden there'll be a bunch of anti-aircraft missiles and all that stuff that will be on the border. From Zelensky's point of view, it's going to come down to, okay, we need some help when it comes to the Donbass region. We need someone that's going to go in there. I think this is, my point of view, is a absolutely friggin' terrible idea, all right? Because all that's going to happen is more warmongering of United States jumping in to spend billions and billions of dollars, and people from the States will probably end up dying, or they will definitely end up dying. From Ukraine will end up dying, all for this cause that the US has no reason to fight, but it will fight it because it wants land, and it wants land to put its people on air bases to just point stuff. That's just my point of view. Anyway, I think it's a terrible idea, but I'll also say this: I don't think that Putin is going to attack Kiev or Odessa or anything like that. It's isolated over there, and it will stay over there. And even though Putin is saying that that the people that are fighting are separatists, they're not part of Russia, like there's something going on, right? Like, so I think that if NATO steps in, I think there's more in it for the US than there is for Ukraine. Unfortunately, Ukraine will be treated as basically as the bitch.
But
they'll be treated like the bitch. It's like
one thing I want to say is that don't please believe like the guys who still do the letter writing, and I know that there are some of you who are doing, like, don't take this hype. Like, there is, yes, maybe something will happen, and definitely it will be on news. And I tell for sure, like, I just know that. I don't know exactly what they tell in your news. I remember when I came to US like a couple of years ago, my uncle, he said, Lubachka, like, it's so bad. Like in Ukraine, it's just like, they show them such a terrible news. They show them some footage from some like old like recording or something that is mixed of something to make people like think of that as bad. Like when here was like nothing, it was like there, but it was not here. So like, don't believe in this hype. Like if something will happen, we definitely, of course, will inform you. But if the lady is like saying that, like, like, please, guys.
Yeah. Just
because a lot of scammers, like they hype on that, like they take it. You feel sorry. The same as like we did the video about Donetsk and Donbass.
If you even hear this, right, just contact us. It's like $70 for a call. and you'll save a lot more money, and we can figure out some stuff, and we can even like Luba can do some things, and I can track down, I can do things as well. But
what is this? Have you ever made a video or mentioned before what are the women's in your roster their top desire in a man, if not potential future video? We talk about that a lot, like in different videos, but if you have concerns about yourself, like if there's something that you think that, the Ukrainian lady may not be attracted to you, or you have some concerns, like it's better to do one-on-one call when I will honestly tell you all pros and cons of your situation. I will tell you, like, do you have any chance? Because honestly, I have no desire to say, yeah, give us your money, not a problem. Like, and then, it doesn't happen. So if I feel that, of course, I may be mistaken, but if I feel that I can't help you, if I feel that, knowing all the ladies, like something is not right, I will tell you what to do, like how to improve stuff, and it will be all right.
Yeah, and there's no, like, we can just give you the advice, right? From bird's eye point of view, what maybe you're doing wrong, but we don't know. We could tell you to do something and you take the advice and you should have done the opposite, right? It's like, but we're there to like give you some advice, so just, at least you got
my
someone
word
there.
Juicy.
Hey, South Korea is not a NATO member. Well, that's interesting because when I went to South Korea, I spoke to it was at a music festival, and they were all in the army, right? And they were saying that they were the ones telling me the story. So I actually didn't know if they were a NATO member or not, but I do know that they have a lot of US personnel there at Air Force bases. So I don't know how they figured that out. It's called looking at beauty the same as overweight females being juicy.
Totally, I use this.
What do you mean, juicy? But anyway, holy shit, we've been talking for a long time, haven't we?
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for all of your support. Like, I'm surprised that they're really.
Did they learn anything?
I don't know. Did you learn anything?
What do we even talk about? Was it useful?
Sorry about that.
Well, no, we just enjoyed doing it.
But we have 74 guys who are watching, 30 likes, maybe a few more. I would not mind.
You really.
I knew that at some point of time he will blame me. But for me, it's important. Like, I'm as a girl, it's like I need to know that like we're giving something, and we're not asking for much. It's just like to know that you've been watching, just to know that you were there. So subscribe to our Telegram channel where we post like different useful information, some cool stuff that you may consider on doing when you are in Ukraine. And just give us a call if you're planning your trip, and if you would like to go on a tour with us, either it's Ukraine or Belarus. Also, please go to our website www.heartturkey.com and write us an email, and we're gonna talk to you.
Lonnie.
Message me on Skype and we will talk, Lonnie.
Yeah, you don't need to pay. Lonnie's a client from Heart Rocket, so he doesn't need to.
Just curious if it is common for one to help her get. I lost it. Please interview ladies.
Is it common to help her get? Look, like you don't need unless you're in like a committed, intimate sexual relationship.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just curious if it is common for a woman to help her with your English lesson. Tom.
Yes and no.
Subscribe to the channel.
And no. Look,
it depends on your situation. We don't know. Like, give us a call and we will tell you. Like, if she's from the website, letter writing website, and she tell me like, send me money for the lessons. Like, no, it's no. If it is the lady that you met, was it enough? No or no? Or I need to say it not again.
Say it again.
No.
He needs to know. He doesn't understand.
So if it is the lady from the website, then no. But if you met her and you're spending time and you see that she's trying, and of course you can help. So the situation can be different. But we don't want you to just flash with the money and just give it to the guys.
Don't give the woman anything until you're in a committed sexual intimate relationship.
No, give her some. No, I mean, I will tell you what to do. Что?
What? You should give them what? Like language lessons. Clearly, we have some things to talk about.
Interview ladies looking for a foreign man. Okay.
Please interview ladies looking for a foreign man. We won't we don't show people in this process. It's just ridiculous. interview ladies looking for a foreign man. Can I just point this out? Okay, you cannot ask a woman what she wants in a man. Okay, should I go down this rabbit hole? You guys want me to go down this rabbit hole? Why a woman will not tell you what she wants? No, I won't. I'm not going to do it. It's late.
Just curious if okay. Why you guys start having all these questions with men's photos on the profile? Would you advise professional or mixed? Steven, pictures should be good. No matter are they professional or not professional. It's not a selfie at the toilet with a flash light or anything like that. I'm very skeptical about pictures.
Did you just say flashlight? Because a flashlight is like a.
Because you're my flashlight. It's like from the song.
So innocent.
What? No, I mean, like when they do this, like lightning.
Okay.
Lightning in the window, in the mirror, and there's a toilet.
Can I just say this? Okay, this is also a video that's on our list of videos to do. Is that why your photos are important, right? Because she's going to get a sense. She's going to come up with a conclusion. I can't say conclusion, but she's going to come up with like an overall feel of who you are based on your photos. If you're wearing a nice suit, looking super stylish, like you're in a GQ magazine, not saying that you have to be super handsome like that, but just that style, she's going to, when she meets you, she's already got this preconception that, hang on, there's some quality to this guy. So what?
I was just thinking, like, did I say something again bad about this flash? Right?
No. It's fine. Anyway,
tell me, is it bad?
I'm in the middle of a conversation
I understand,
with
but
the guys, okay?
Important. Like, I maybe need.
Well, look, you can just use Google later. And
but it's.
I'm going to lose train of thought. I need to keep me on track. Keep me on track. Anyway, look.
Fresh or light?
The guys are coming out here.
It's fine.
Hey, look, that's a light. Anyway, so before she meets you, she's going to have a set period of time that she's going to give you, right? If you
did you remove me?
What? If when she meets you, she's like, shit, this guy like just looks stylish, right? He just looks like he's got his shit together for some reason. He's drinking a glass of champagne on a balcony, and it's not necessarily about money, but it's about the perception of value, right? So if she already has that perception that you have some value that she's willing to explore, she will sit there at the table opposite you and give you more time of day, right? If you look terrible in the photo, and we push this really hard, all the guys that have like been members of Heart Rocket that are in here will know that we push this. Like, please get professional photos. It's going to cost you a couple $100, but you get one chance, right? If we send your profile to a lady that you really like, and then she...
This is not a flashlight.
Look, you're going to get us banned from YouTube again, okay? This time it's for something, yeah. But she will give you the time of day. If she thinks, oh, man, that guy's shirt was wrinkly or whatever, she already has that perception that this guy's value is lower. She's going to give you less time of day. So she's going to sit there and be like, you're like, you can either start from 2 up, neutral, or 2 down. If you look terrible in the photos or your photos are shitty from years ago, you're 2 down. If your photos are like okay, but not professional, you're oh, sweet, don't you push. You're at 0, or you can be at 2. Anyway,
okay.
You know what I'm saying though. So that's why we say these. What are you looking at? Oh yeah, flashlight is a male device used for personal purposes. Oh, is it? How did you know about this? How did you know about that?
I didn't know.
How did you know about that? How did you know that they would be into it?
The guys now in Telegram. Oh my God. Okay, guys, time to say goodbye.
Oh, well, that's the end of Telegram. We tried to keep it clean, and now it's what? Now it's spamming like with sexual. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, look, we tried that. Sorry, guys. All these years and this is what we've come down to. All these years, all these videos that I've edited, all this, and we've come down to flashlight. Anyway, there's an affiliate link down below so you can get one. You can get one. That's what we've come down to. This whole thing was just a big ruse. It was just a big scam. It was like, so when we get to how many people are in Telegram? When we get to 150 people in Telegram, we're going to drop the flashlight affiliate. Like,
okay, perfect.
Anyway,
They're different. Yeah, purpose is different. But I mean, those.
Like, I'm really sorry about this, guys. I'm really sorry.
Guys, thank you so much for this video. We really enjoyed that. We hope that at least like 10% of the information that we gave you today was useful.
And that's the bit about the fleshlight. Oh, come on, look, it's a serious video, all right?
Yes. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. It's been 2 hours. It's our
Finally.
photos are important for both men and the ladies, so why not allow both to see profiles each other before investing? Are you talking about us?
Photos are important. You will, like, every person,
We will
every
post
client.
this video very soon. Like
Yeah.
we made a video.
You can see each other's profiles through the matchmaking, so don't worry about that. There's no blind dates or anything like that, but you can see each other. I mean, we just think that it's pointless otherwise, but we don't have a catalog of ladies where you can add to the cart or add. We actually did a video about it yesterday. Down
Yes,
the
that's
page.
it.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Put your likes. Use the link down below.
Guys, please stop it. Like I can't get back my reputation after the spank bank, and now it's something new.
Do you see what I go through? Like, you guys think that this is fun for me, you know? Like, oh, you're always laughing, and no, like, it's not like that. It's like it's difficult.
You
know?
like it.
There are
You
times,
like it. You enjoy it. You enjoy it. Don't lie to
it's
them.
difficult, you know. It takes a lot of like patience, a lot of you know.
At first and 200.
When's a fleshlight?
We'll be
Why
talking
not?
about rabbits. Yes, we will talk about Playboy rabbits.
Next, what are we talking about? Oh no, you know what rabbits are, eh? They're also a sex device, but it's for females.
Oh my God, Maria has such a sleeper.
Oh my God, I've left mine in the car.
Maria has a very funny sleepers, and she called it like rabbit papa.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, thank you very much. Really, can you see the ladies? If you're giving us a call, we're gonna discuss with you your options with the ladies. No matter what you want, like a rocket match, if the lady just speaking English or the other ladies, you know, please, we would like our guys, and it's what's happening because not everybody subscribe. Like there is like a couple of thousand people on a Hard Rocket channel, but it's not. It's not that all of them are our clients. You watch our videos for some information, that is good, but you know, we're not about catalog. We're not about like looking at the lady and choosing her like the, you know, like a hamburger in McDonald's. Like honestly, it's not like that. We are
Like a fleshlight on the Amazon store.
it's about real, like about matching people. It's really about matching you before you come, and it's about like, you trust me, you will see the pictures. If I can get, I will send you the video. I will send you everything I can about this lady, so you really know her before you come. But your mindset, because over these years you've been on this website and you've been looking at these profiles, your one is a little bit different. I can't change it. I wish, like, we really want to do it. And we see that the guys who are subscribing with us, no matter which companies they was going to use, like there are some guys who just like, they said, oh, I was going to use, after the call, bam, you know, and they subscribe with us. And I'm very honored. I'm very proud of that. And I'm proud of these guys because what service I will provide in Striker, like I know, so they just need to trust and go with us. But definitely we can't convince, you know, if we can't convince all of you, and it's not what we're looking for.
Like this is the best way to approach this, right? It costs $70 or $75. $75 for about an hour call. Sometimes it goes a bit over, sometimes it goes a bit under. And we will tell you exactly like what you're doing. Maybe it's wrong, and we'll put down a plan in place for you. You may not decide to go with us. You may think that what we're saying is not true and you prefer to believe someone else, whatever. But we'll always tell you the truth. The call for us is not a sales call. You're not calling us and we're trying to like, if you sign up with us now, we'll give you a half price before midnight and some free steak knives or something like that. We'll tell you the truth.
Just this device, that's all.
Oh, this is really starting to get. But that's what it is, okay? So it's not a sales call. You're paying us money to give you the best information that we can give you, okay? Sometimes it's not pleasant. We may, like, we've talked about it before, how we've had to break up guys with their girlfriends that they're leader riding with by telling them the truth. So it's entirely up to you what happens after the call, right? You can say that, we don't know what we're talking about. We've had guys go back to their girlfriends online and tell them about what we said. And of course they believe them because it's much more comfortable to believe this. But we'll tell you the truth. We've got no reason to not tell you the truth. We don't care if you sign up with us. I won't say we don't care. Of course, we want to take a guy that we can believe that we can help. But if somebody doesn't want to pay $75, then we could never help them anyway, right? Are you serious about doing this or are you not? $75 is not a lot of money to find out the truth.
And the information that we're gonna give you, like honestly, it's very useful.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and also Hard Rocket, first of all, was educational program, and all of you can still do the course. That is fundamental. And everybody who been doing letter writing, who been doing using other agencies, and who are at the moment are at the point that they did the course, they just say wow. They really like all the red flags, all the all the hints that these girls are using by telling you different stories. It's all that will help you. And we don't know, some of the guys, you may still do your stuff. You may still, for us, we just want you to know how it is, and we want you not to get into the scammer's hook. That's all we want. If you want us to help you, we will help you. But if no, at least do the course where it will be an eye opener for you. And no matter what you use, like any website, we hope and we know that if you listen to our advice, you're not going to get scammed. You will know what is going on and you will understand this game.
And and we've talked to guys who want to go to these big socials, and we're like, look, this is kind of how and they do the course, and they've still gone, a few of them, haven't they? A couple of them still went to the socials, and it's we can't help everyone, right? And we don't want to help everyone. We just want to help people that are serious, that trust us, and that the way that I Luba has a different set of criteria when it comes to assessing the guys. And I always look at Luba. We do these Zoom calls, and I can read Luba very, very well, and I can tell whether or not she wants to take this client on or not. For me, it's would I be happy to sit with you for 2 hours and have a beer? That's it. If it is, yes, come on. But Luba goes a little bit deeper than that.
Yes.
So, and if they're reasonable as well, for us, a big thing is the age gap.
I think if I want to spend with them 10 days.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas I'm just having a couple of beers, and it's okay, you go catch up with Luba for 10 days. So anyway, so that's pretty much it. So $75 starts process. It's just a call. We do tons of calls. We do calls with guys already in relationships. We do calls with guys that have just come out of relationships, from the West wanting. The $75 call has nothing to do with a sales call, right? I understand that other companies have sales calls and you call them and they'll push it on you. We won't do that. If we think that it's not right for you, or if
we're going to tell you,
if we think that you've just come out of a divorce, you need time to work on yourself, lose some weight, read some books, we'll tell you to do that. Okay, we've got no intention of forcing you to do, or trying to convince you, I should say, to do something that we don't think is right for you. Don't forget, I have been where a lot of you guys have been before. Okay, I have got no intention of trying to convince you to do something at the wrong time in the wrong place. Okay. And for us, we only have a certain amount of spots every month. That's it.
Yeah, we don't really have.
It's not like we're trying to fill a room, a nightclub, with as many guys as possible. We only have a certain amount of spots. So those spots that are going to be filled, we want to get results from, right? We want to get results.
Yeah.
We understand that we can't get results for everyone. We understand that some people are going to treat us bad. We even factor that in. It's okay, 10% of guys are not going to be happy with something because they believe they should have got something else. 10% of guys are going to be unhappy with the lady because we get that, but we just need that small percentage of people to appreciate, the journey that they have been on.
Yes. And also,
that's it.
Yes. And also, if you know who you're going to meet, you know who you're meeting before your arrival. Exactly your schedule, exactly who you're going to meet. You maybe have calls with them, that you don't see them before you subscribe is because I don't know you. I want to match you. I don't want you to how it works. You choose the ladies from the Rocket Match. You choose. I kind of get to know your taste. Of course, I will request these girls on the first place. Just go the book the call. Thank you so much. It's it was a painful question then. So he booked it while we talk.
Right, that's it. I'm doing it.
Yeah. So so it's not about. So you choose the ladies, and of course they would be my high priority because to be honest, what I told to Striker, I've been doing the translation for so many years. I don't want to do it. I want you to go on a date and try to talk to her by yourself, because I do see much more result. And I'm pushing very hard on English speaking girls. You can't even imagine like how hard I'm doing that, like how I want you to have, like recently we have a tour and one of the guys, like from 15 dates, he had 7 girls who speak English, and it was all the ladies. It was ladies who were 45, 46, 47 plus. I think it's a great result. I don't think that any of the companies can provide that, and I'm very, very proud of that. So, and a lot of ladies, they have this desire because they understand. And a lot of, like one of the ladies that our guy had a date like yesterday, so she in her profile says basic, and then the manager, because it like only English speaking ladies, the manager sent me her profile and said she's working now in an international company, and over this year like she'd been learning because she wanted to be promoted at work. So people are very motivated to learn English, and a lot of ladies now are speaking are doing that, like are learning more and more English because they need it for job, they need it for everything. So I try to do it very, very hard, like so I introduced it to these ladies, like you meet these ladies from the rocket match, and then when I send it to different agencies, like we understand your taste, we understand what kind of ladies you're attracted to, and then we recommend you according to our experience, according to my experience of maybe meeting this lady, or the agency just saying, this lady really, like, look at this, like I have some of you pictures. It's a whole process. That's why I need the full month. I need a full month to prepare you. It's not like, just book it, don't like, clicks, like, and meet them somewhere in
add to
cart and meet them at the restaurant that they tell you. No, it's not it's not how it works. I'm sitting there days and nights. It's exhausting. Like I'm very tired. Like when I get ready, the March, like I even take off like the April, like we do all the rocket match in April. So I said that no tours. I just like, I need some break, but we have like 5 guys who are at the moment in Ukraine doing the rocket match, and they're happy. Like I'm advising them, I'm helping them. They have their dates. They mostly meeting only English speaking ladies, and that's perfect. So if it's cheaper, like according to some parts, so if you want to do it, it's great. So guys, we're gonna say goodbye. It's been over 2 hours. I am shocked.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
But thank you so much. Thank you. I know that it's been useful, and we appreciate all of your questions. I know that some of you can get you can be concerned about something, you may be unsure, and I think that when the right time is coming, you will make a right decision for you. Either it's about come to Ukraine or no, or even contacting us. The recent client with whom we've been on tour in March, younger guy, he's 44. He said that for him it took a year to contact us, because he said that I wanted to be prepared, morally. I think
it was longer, because I think he was following me before you came up, was he?
He was following the channel, but then he said like to make a decision to actually give you a call.
And to be honest, like I'm going to say 95% of the call, and we have a lot of calls, 95% of the calls of the guys, we've never heard of them before, and they always say, I've been following Striker's channel before Luba, and then or they'll say, I found you like 6 months ago, but they've never commented, they've never emailed us, nothing. They just booked the call just like that. So it's always like, every now and then someone will say, like I'm such and such on the channel.
Talk. Keep talking.
But yeah, the majority of people, majority of guys that contact us, we've never seen them on the channel. We don't know their name. They've never commented, nothing. And that's the majority. That's like 95%, So what I'm saying to you guys out there is if you're serious, pay $75 and have a call with us. For us, it's like, okay, the person is serious, We did have, if somebody fills out the form, right? Like if someone filled out the application form, we would give them the free call. We've stopped doing that because we had the very first, when I built that part of the website, the very first guy filled out a form. It was like, oh, okay, let's do this. So he's serious. He knows what's involved. We're going to, never turned up. I was like, okay. We emailed him. We called him. We waited half an hour on the call. Thought, no, okay. If the guy's serious, he'll pay the $75. And trust us, just quietly, you get the $75 back. Okay. When you sign up, we give it back to you. It's a secret. Okay. But you don't. She's like, don't tell them that, because now they'll sign up and they don't. But here's the thing, okay? If you're serious, like we only want to work with serious people. That's it. We just can't be bothered dealing with people that are not serious. We don't have enough time. We've got other things that we want to do. We want to deal with people, with guys that are serious, okay? And we can get that we can help, that we can get a result for, okay? That's pretty much it. What time is it? What day is it? Is it like Tuesday or something? Is it? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. As always, of course, we've gone completely off topic. I don't even know where we are or what we're talking about.
Thank you for your likes and dislikes as well. It's a reaction. We
Who?
understand. 2.
Well, one's mine.
And 1 is mine. Subscribe to the channel.
That's teamwork. You see, we that's how we do it.
Subscribe to the channel, and under this video will be a Telegram channel. The guy who will be number 200 will get a
Back rub
from Striker and a free call from me.
Okay. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.